Hi, my name's Diana Sunshine, and I'm with the Coursera team, working very closely with the University of Colorado Boulder Master of Science and Electrical Engineering team. And we're very excited for today's webinar about our new program. While we're waiting for everybody to join the webinar, we thought we would start with a poll. And so with the poll, we're very interested to know, how did you hear about this program? So right now I'm going to launch the poll and you should be seeing it. And if you just click on whatever answer that you want, we should be able to see how people are hearing about it. Oh, this is so exciting. The other thing, as people are joining, that I wanted to have everyone get accustomed to the Zoom interface. If you take your mouse and you scroll along the bottom, you're going to see that you can do some chat. So it would be great right now if everyone clicked on their chat button and put where you're chiming in from today. We're really excited. Typically, we see people from all around the world. So we have people from Waterloo, Columbus, Ohio, Minneapolis, New Jersey, Boulder, yay, Los Angeles. This is awesome. So we have a lot of people from all around the world. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from whatever time zone that you're checking in with us today. The second thing I wanted to highlight is that at the bottom you're going to see there's a Q&A button, and we would really like it that everybody would put their questions into the Q&A button. It makes it easier so that at the end of the webinar, when we're done kind of presenting about the program, that we can answer everybody's questions. So I'm going to end the poll right now, and it looks like that most people learned about it from the Coursera website, and that then afterwards people learned about the program from receiving an email. Excellent. So I'm sharing out the results, and I would like to introduce our panelists. We have two people from the University of Colorado. We have Bob Erickson, and we have Adam Sadoff. Off to you guys.
So welcome to this webinar. This is the first Master of Science degree program in electrical engineering that has been offered using this format of an open, massive sized course. So we're very excited to launch this program, and we're very excited to be working with Coursera on this. So I'm Bob Erickson. I'm a professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering, and I'm the interim department chair.
And I'm Adam Sadoff. I'm the graduate program advisor for this program.
My name is Robin McClanahan. I'm the operations manager for the department, and I will be monitoring the Q&A.
Just a brief description of what we'll be doing today. We'll give an overview of the MSE degree, and then we'll go through some of the most common questions that we've been asked in the last days, months, and weeks. And at the end, we'll entertain the questions that you might have thought of during the presentation.
So this degree is 100% online and presented through the Coursera system. It's designed to be customizable and flexible, and really designed around the needs of distance students, working professionals, and people around the world. So it's highly flexible format. It employs performance-based admissions, and this is a really pretty new approach for admissions to a master's degree, in which you as a student demonstrate that you can handle the work by earning at least a B in a pathway specialization. That's one of the first courses in the degree program. And if you're able to maintain a B average and choose to be admitted or request admission, then you're in. It does not require any other admissions process at all. And to get started on the process, you simply declare your intent by clicking on the Start Now button on the Coursera MSE page. It offers the same degree as the on-campus students. So the courses are taught at the same level as our on-campus Master of Science degree program. And we assume the same prerequisites. So we assume that students coming in do have knowledge at the level of, you know, someone who earned an undergraduate degree in electrical engineering. So the degree program is fully at a high level, and the diploma is the same diploma that we give to our on-campus or resident students. It confers a Master of Science in Electrical Engineering with no further qualifications or statements about this is an online program or anything else.
And we've received questions about the accreditation. Our innovative curriculum has received accreditation from the Higher Learning Commission, the HLC. This means you'll receive the same high-quality educational experiences as our traditional on-campus program. And if you choose to pursue the full degree, the credential will carry with it the same weight as any on-campus CU master's degree.
Most of the material is available in non-credit form. So you can sign up through Coursera to take most of these courses as non-credit. And in fact, it's a good idea if you're not sure whether you can handle the work to try it for non-credit. So you can start in some of the non-credit courses and specializations now, and you can upgrade from non-credit to credit status later. If you do that, then material that you complete, assignments you complete in the non-credit version of the course will be applied to the for-credit experience. So here's a diagram of how the non-credit works. You can sign up on certain content for a free trial through Coursera. For more content, including for example, the homework assignments, you can pay a monthly subscription fee that's relatively inexpensive, low fee, to work through the homework assignments. And this is a good way to try it out and just see how it goes and whether you're able to handle the level of the material and whether it fits in with the schedule of your, for example, your job or your life. And if you stay in the non-credit track, then you will earn completion certificates for the non-credit courses. But those certificates don't appear on your student transcript from the University of Colorado. They are simply non-credit courses. But at any time when you're taking a non-credit version of a course, you can upgrade to the for-credit version. And you'll be able to pay tuition and switch.
And next, to discuss tuition, students pay per credit hour rather than by semester, and this allows for maximum flexibility. Tuition is assessed on a pay-as-you-go per course basis. Many courses invite students to test their skills through hands-on labs or exercises. These courses curate sets of lab kits for students to purchase and use at home. The lab kits are quite affordable at around $20. More information can be found in the course description pages.
So the registration process is very simple then. We have an automated online enrollment and registration process connected to the Coursera system. And again, as Adam just mentioned, it's pay-as-you-go tuition. So you simply pay by the credit hour when you sign up for non-credit courses. So here's a diagram of how the for-credit process works. You can upgrade at any time from the non-credit version, or you could go directly into the credit version if you like. Again, we suggest that if you're not sure, to try out the non-credit and see how it goes and then upgrade later. So you can sign up for a for-credit course at any time. To gain admission into the MSEE program as a degree student, you need to complete one of the pathway specializations for credit. And we'll talk about what those are in a minute. So this pathway specialization is a collection of several short, say 1 month long courses. And if you sign up for credit, then they will include things like exams and grades and preparatory material for the exams, as well as course facilitators and other support things in the program. So if you get through a pathway specialization and complete it with a grade point average of at least B or higher, then you can push the button to be admitted, and you are then officially a degree student in the program. And there are no further constraints or requirements. When you are admitted to the degree program, then to earn the master's degree, you need to complete 30 credit hours within the program with a grade point average of at least B. And when you do that, then you will earn the master's degree in our regular campus, the diploma, as we had.
From the campus?
Yeah, from the campus. You can also earn certificates, and these are graduate certificates issued by the campus, the Boulder campus graduate school, and we'll have several graduate certificates in specializing in different areas that basically are 9 to 12 credit hours in length. So they're shorter than the full master's degree, but they are a credential issued by the department.
And you can earn those either standalone as certificates or in conjunction with your full degree.
Right. Earn those along the way.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So the degree is designed to be customizable and flexible to meet the needs of working professionals. Many of us who are professors and staff in this department have had the same experience as you, raising families, working full-time, and also studying. And we've designed this to help accommodate you with the highest amount of flexibility. The duration of the time of the coursework takes will vary student by student. Any given course may require as much as 4 to 6 hours of work in a week. So you may plan how many courses you could sustain concurrently accordingly. Courses are often offered for fractional credits. So we've taken some of the main elements of our regular traditional program and made them into more digestible pieces for you who are working full time and you need smaller periods of time to study. We've condensed them down to a very manageable amount of time. And this is because we've redesigned our campus curriculum into these focused manageable topics. If you are already enrolled in one or more courses affiliated with a pathway program, you will have to pay tuition and enroll in the 4 credit versions and complete any remaining coursework for credit.
Okay, the structure of the 4 credit courses is designed around the structure that Coursera has already adopted. So we have courses now that are short segments, say a month-long course that you can take, and we found that it becomes more manageable to divide the courses into smaller segments. So several courses are grouped together into a specialization, and a specialization in this program is approximately equivalent to a regular semester-long 3 credit hour course, although it won't or need not exactly be that. But a specialization is a group of topics or a group of, say, these month-long courses. To gain admittance into the program, again, one must complete a pathway specialization, one of our designated entry specializations with this grade of B or greater. Graduate certificate students, and we have certificates that are groups of specializations and courses. And as I mentioned a couple of slides ago, these graduate certificates are issued by the Boulder campus graduate school, and they are generally a collection of several specific specializations and perhaps additional courses. Okay, so we have then this hierarchy or stackable curriculum here. We have groups of courses that might be 1 credit or even a fraction of a credit hour each. and roughly 1 month long each. Several courses are grouped into a specialization that is roughly 3 credit hours and equivalent approximately to an on-campus semester-long course. We have the graduate certificates that are available as a collection of specializations and courses and are generally 9 to 12 credit hours. And then we have the full degree that requires 30 credit hours. And eventually we will offer up to maybe, up to approximately 100 credit hours of material in the program for you to choose from. So you, any 30 credit hours of courses earned through this program with a B average or higher, then will earn the degree.
Because it is completely customizable. You choose the 30 hours that you want for your degree that works well for your work environment, the skills you need as a working professional.
Right.
In October 2019, we will roll out 3 limited pathway specializations for credit. And to get started on that process, simply declare your intent by clicking to Start Now on our Coursera MSEE description page. In January and across 2020, many more courses in the elective curriculum will roll out, although only some of them will be additional pathway specializations.
So in October 2019, we plan to start these 3 specializations. So one in power electronics, one in optical engineering, and an embedded systems course, embedding sensors and motors. So these will be available for credit in October. Any one of these is eligible as a pathway specialization that you can complete and gain an entry to the degree program. We have 2 other pathway specializations that will roll out pretty soon after that. One on FPGA design for embedded systems and another on semiconductor devices. And then we anticipate rolling out quite a few additional specializations in different areas beginning in January of 2020. And the full degree program will be in operation then in the year 2020. So we've grouped these into different general areas. We have specializations in power electronics on the way. So here they are in addition to the 1st October power electronics course for specialization. We have specializations in photonics and optics. So these are 3 in addition to the 2 pathway specializations. We have quite a few specializations in embedded systems on the way. So here's a list of 5 of them in addition to 2 other pathways. And we have specializations in the works in other areas, including the communications, control systems, electromagnetics, and computer engineering areas. Have approximately 30 specializations available, totaling almost 100 credit hours of material, and you'll need 30 credit hours to get the master's degree, which is roughly 10 specializations worth of material. So again, it's highly elective and customizable curriculum.
And we've been asked about transfer credits. Currently, the MSEE cannot accept transfer credit from another program, and you may be able to transfer credits earned for the MSEE here that you take to another university or program at the discretion of that receiving institution.
We get questions regarding scholarships and financial aid. Because of this new type of degree program and the accreditation process that we are going through, we're currently not able to offer scholarships or financial aid for it. We do understand that cost, of course, is a consideration for everybody. And what we have done is we've been able to greatly reduce the tuition that we charge. And so the $667 per credit hour is a significant reduction from our regular on-campus tuition. That tuition depends on the degree program, but this program is less than half of the tuition of the on-campus programs. Also, it's a pay-as-you-go program. So if you sign up for a, say, 0.8 credit hour course, then you'll pay 0.8 times $667 in tuition at that time. So I think it's, by dividing it into small chunks, we try to keep the cost manageable. We do anticipate that if you take courses close to full-time, you can graduate in 2 years, or as fast as you can handle the work. Of course, you can go at a slower pace according to your own schedule and your life. We do require you to complete the degree within 7 years of earning credit for a course.
So you can declare your intent to enroll today by visiting the URL in the chat box.
So simply complete the 1-minute form and away we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob and Adam. All right, we'll start answering your we do have several questions on the same topic, so I might not say your question exactly, but I think by grouping them together, we can get through the number of questions that we have. So the first question, does the MSEE have official accreditation?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
And does that accreditation work for people who are outside of the US?
It does. It is equivalent to any of the standard degrees already offered for many, many decades on the campus. It is completely equivalent in accreditation.
Great. So what is the time frame that's required to complete the degree?
7 years is the maximum time, or the time that's required, but we anticipate that most people will complete it within 2 to 2.5 years, just like they do in our regular on-campus program.
Are tuition benefits available for CU faculty and staff, or excuse me, are the tuition benefits that CU faculty and staff receive applicable to the Coursera courses as part of the MSEE program?
I don't know. I don't think they are. That question hasn't come up yet. So I think that's something that the campus could be asked. Mm-hmm.
Another question that several people have asked, is a master's thesis required? And some of the people have said they don't want to write a master's thesis, and others have said that they really want one because they want research experience. So could you talk a little bit about that?
So the master's thesis and the research experience is confined to the on-campus or residential program that allows a thesis as an option. This program, because it's designed for very high scale, is a coursework only degree.
Great. Another question, how are specializations converted into university credits? And could you give an example?
So in fact, every 4-credit course that is earned in this degree program earns university credit that then appears on the student's regular university transcript.
Great. Another student is asking, will there be computer security courses available, specifically embedded systems / IoT security?
That's a very good question, and I'm not sure the current content that will be the case, but we can speak with our ESE faculty and see what their plans are for that. So we know it's very popular.
Okay. I tried to apply earlier, but was told that one must take the GRE exams. Is this true?
Not for this program.
If you applied to the on-campus residential program, the GREs are required. There is no GRE requirement for this program, and our only requirement is the performance-based admissions that we've discussed.
What are the minimum and maximum credit requirements per semester?
Firstly, this is not offered on a semester basis. This is more self-paced. It doesn't follow our semester timing of the campus. There's no per se standard required enrollment. This is set by you, and you take on what you're able to do, especially if you're a full-time worker. You go at the pace that you feel is comfortable for you to get the work done. It's
Right.
very customizable.
And it's not synchronized to the campus semester at all.
Right.
Great.
It's a very novel program. So
Can you transfer certificate credits once I decide to become an MS student?
Any courses that you sign up for credit will count. So if it's a 4-credit course earned in this program, it can count towards the degree. We don't transfer courses in from other programs.
Okay, several people have asked about scholarships. Some of the questions are from people outside the US and some are domestic. Could you talk a little bit about scholarships and tuition?
again, because we've already, using this Coursera platform, we've been able to so dramatically lower our regular traditional degree cost. That already is the savings. And for that reason, structurally, we are not offering tuition assistance. It's just simply a low price for the tuition in general. And plus you have that ability to pay as you go, as you can afford it, in quite affordable rate for each course that you take in the program.
Thank you. How are exams administered?
So generally, usually there will be an exam at the end of a course. So a 1-month-long course will end in an exam. Generally, these exams are proctored, and we use a proctoring service then to run the exam. We try to write the exams to be similar to the homework experiences, although they are usually a timed exam. Run through the proctoring service.
Okay. I have an MS in computer science, but I don't have an electrical engineering undergraduate degree. How many prerequisites would a non-BSEE major have? And would those prerequisites be taken once in the program, or could they be taken now?
So what I would recommend you do is sign up for a non-credit version of the course and see how it goes and try it out. Now, we will have some sample exams to test your knowledge that don't count for anything, but are just a way for you to see how your prerequisite knowledge is. But I think the best way is to just try out the non-credit, and if it goes well, then you can upgrade.
Apart from paying tuition, How much extra work is needed to convert the Coursera Specialization to a CU Boulder credit?
So the credit versions of these courses generally will have some preparatory material for the exams. They will have the exams. They will have course facilitators that provide additional help. And it's up to the course, the instructor of the course, as to what else they will have. So we say as a minimum, it should have the exam and its additional material. As far as homework assignments go, generally they are the same homework assignments in the credit and non-credit versions.
Which is why we encourage you to take the non-credit version first, to get really comfortable both with the style of teaching, the means of accessing the teaching instruction, and to feel quite confident at a certain point while taking the non-degree portion to switch over to the degree portion. You feel that you can conclude it in a successful manner.
Are there any non-engineering courses that can be taken that count as credit towards this degree?
We don't currently have any of those in this program. So far, all of our courses are offered through the department, the electrical engineering department.
How can I determine the amount of credits in the introductory specialization course?
They will be listed clearly when you're enrolling for any given course. They'll say how many credit hours is each one that you're looking at.
Right, the credit hours and the length of the course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can you switch from non-credit to the degree program after you have completed the non-credit course?
You can switch at any time, yes. Before, during, and after, yeah.
Is the gap between the undergraduate program and an MS program, does it matter? I'm assuming that it's been a while since they earned their undergraduate degree.
So I think it's just a matter of, can you handle the material?
Yeah.
So again, I think again, I'd encourage this question. I'd encourage a person to try it out. Try out the non-credit and see how it goes.
It's my personal experience of nearly a couple decades of grad advisor in the traditional program. That can vary by the individual. Some people retain that due to working in industry all that time since their undergraduate studies, and others may have been away from both industry and their studies. And for them, they might need to take some refresher work. But the majority of people seem to handle pretty well.
Can I transfer from this program to be an on-campus student?
To do that, you have to apply to the on-campus degree program. And that requires going through the normal on-campus admission process, which is a traditional admission process. So being in this program and courses that are earned in this program, if you want to transfer those to our campus program, you would have to go through our transfer credit process to do that. So they are separate and distinct degree programs in that sense.
Several students have said they're are in different countries around the world, such as Canada and India, Afghanistan. They want to know if they are eligible to enroll in this program.
Yes, they are. Any country that is served by Coursera, residents of that country can enroll.
This is one of our goals for establishing this program, is for students who it could be a financial burden to come live in the United States and to pay for the visas, go through the whole process. I believe this program has very high appeal for international students, and we have built in large part for you, as well as for working professionals in the United States and globally.
What are the requirements to apply to this program, and how many courses should I take to complete the entire program?
So it's a performance-based admissions process. The only thing you do is sign up for the credit version of a pathway specialization and complete that specialization with a grade point average of at least 3.0 or B, and push the button saying you want to be admitted to the degree program. That is the entire admission process.
And it'll be roughly 30 courses to complete the degree, but because some of them are fractional, a little bit less, it might be fewer or more depending on how all your credit hours add up. Again, you just need a total of 30 course credit hours, however that might be comprised, and that will earn you the degree.
Can you complete more than one Coursera specialization that counts toward the master's degree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, you need the 4-credit version of the Coursera specialization. Those specializations are run around 3 credit hours each. So then approximately 10 of them would add up to the 30 credit hours needed for the degree.
And it's your choice as to how you want to mix and match any of the content within the program.
Right.
Do we need to take only one pathway course with a B or higher to be admitted, or all available pathway courses?
You need only take one to be admitted. Once you're admitted, you can take the rest of them if you want to and earn the credits, but one is all that it takes to be admitted.
What are the prerequisites needed to start the program? I have a math background and want to be sure that I'll be successful.
So I would suggest you, the math background is good. You may want to see, your knowledge of, say, circuits and electronics. And again, this depends on the exact courses that you take in the degree program. But for example, in the power electronics course that I teach, we really assume that the incoming students have knowledge of sophomore level circuits and electronics, and that's assumed. So again, I would suggest you just try a non-credit version and see how it goes. And if things are unfamiliar and there are problems, then you might want to go take say a non-credit circuits or electronics course that Coursera offers now to work through that material.
Will there be a limit to how many students can enroll in the program at any given time? That is there the possibility of the program being full already when I apply?
So we are limiting the first courses in October because we're rolling out the new program, and we want to make sure that everything runs smoothly. Once the program is fully running in January of 2020, there will be no limits.
Will this online MS degree be helpful in pursuing a future PhD?
Sure.
It will. It is
Yes.
Because it is equivalent, both in accreditation and content, to our traditional master's programs that we've had for many, many, many decades here on the campus.
The way to do that would be to apply to the on-campus PhD program upon completion of a master's program.
Is there any required TOEFL or GRE scores for international students?
No, not at all.
Again, just a pathway specialization passed with a 3.0 GPA and you're in. So no standardized exam scores, no TOEFL, no IELTS, no GRE. Not even transcript or recommendation, statement of purpose, none of that. It's performance-based.
Okay. Are the pathway specializations on Coursera as of today work in progress versions of the October 2019 launch specializations? I'm not really sure.
Yes, they are. So for example, these, they don't include the graded portions of the specializations. And I can say in the case of my power electronics specialization that we have a second version in the works that will be available for non-credit, the non-credit version sometime later this summer. And that one will become the for-credit version in October.
Can we start the classes at any time, or will there be a hard schedule for classes?
The sessions will have start and stop times, but they'll be continuously rolling. So you can start at any time.
What is the process for getting credit for courses that I have taken before acceptance into the program?
If they were courses that you took for credit offered by this program, and so you took them and earned credit before you were admitted to the degree program, then those will count automatically. We don't accept transfer credit at this time for courses taken elsewhere. This is an online automated process that that isn't able to take transfer credit from other programs.
Hello, I am currently doing the Power Electronics Certificate. Great course, by the way. But I am a little bit hesitant to choose this online master versus others because I've received little help from the TA. How do you plan the teaching and student meetings? Are there office hours or punctual questions, for example?
So the for-credit version will have hired, we're not calling them TAs, but basically they are. And there will be times, question and answer times, sort of like office hours, that will be available.
What if I completed the existing power electronics specialization on Coursera before October 2019?
Well, then you should be primed and ready to go for if you want to take the credit version. Again, the credit version is a little different, so we do recommend that you wait until the version 2 is up. Having said that, you'll have a good head start on it.
Will I have access to a University of Colorado email and student online resources as well as the library and others?
Yes, you will.
Yes, we're working on that. So once you are admitted as a degree student, then yes, you will have that kind of access.
You'll also have access to alumni resources and our very excellent Career Services Center. Many really good on-campus resources will be available to you as well.
Right.
What preparation would you recommend for students who are looking to transition into the field? Do they need requisite math, MS level applied math, or basic university science, as in physics, for example, for a background, but no engineering? And do you plan on offering any prerequisite courses, or could I take them through an undergraduate school, like basic circuits, for example?
Yes, so again, we're assuming prerequisite knowledge at the level of a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. We don't require a credit or transcripts in that area, but simply that you are able to perform. So I would suggest, if you don't have that material, again, try some non-credit versions, and it doesn't have to be from the University of Colorado. I think there are good circuits and electronics and similar courses available today on Coursera in the non-credit form.
A number of people have written in with basically the same kind of question regarding who do students turn to if they need help? Will they be able to contact the faculty for assistance? Who's going to be there to help them if they're having trouble?
So we have, we will have in-course facilitators that are basically graduate students or TA type people. We will have subject matter experts available. We'll have Adam available as our graduate advisor. And we will have the course creators available as well. So this is kind of a triage or a hierarchy. So the first line of contact will be the course facilitators, but they will be able to escalate questions and things up the line.
Can a student on the Coursera platform attend career fairs on campus?
I believe so. I think that's part of the access to on-campus services that if you are a student. I know they have access to career services.
I don't know about that.
It's connected to career services.
So they will have they'll have access to some of our career service office services, most notably Handshake, which is an online program that career services offers. As far as these other more detailed things, I think we'll have to look into that and get back to you on exactly what career services will be available and what won't.
How do we enroll for the October classes being offered? Currently on Coursera, it shows all the classes, including the ones mentioned starting in October, as starts April 25.
So those, I guess the sessions, the 4 credit sessions are not up yet.
We were taking declarations of intent to enroll for a limited number.
Right.
As we said, we're going to cap, I think, each of the introductory pathway specializations to 75 students each in the October rollout. And after that, it will open up wide.
So you will be able to declare your intent to enroll in an online form very soon. Yeah, so
What happens if you fail the exams?
So you're able to take the course one more time, to repeat the course a second time.
Before the pathway for the entrance to the degree, is that included?
Or any course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any 4 credit course you can repeat once.
Mm-hmm. So partly in this degree program, we really are, again, assuming that foundational strength. And based on our traditional programs, people who do have that foundational strength do just fine in general in the program.
Do classes that do not receive, in which you do not receive a B or better, need to be retaken?
Currently, our graduate school will let you count course with a grade of C towards the degree, as you just need to have an overall grade point average of a B of 3.0.
Yeah.
Will there be more pathways launched soon or prior to the official program launch in October?
So we have 5 pathway specializations currently planned. So the 3 that were listed for October and 2 others following soon afterwards. It's possible that in the future additional pathways specializations will be available in 2020 or 2021. Mm-hmm. But the current list that we can promise now is those 5.
Does the online MSEE program have an internship program?
No, we haven't thought about that.
Again, that's something we can consult with Career Services Center,
yes,
and see how much integration will be with that.
Right.
Yeah.
We have talked with quite a few companies, including our Department Industrial Advisory Board, and they've expressed great interest in this program. So I think this is something that we can explore.
Yeah, our department already has very, very strong industry ties among the different sub-specializations, and we certainly aim to strengthen that part of this program as well.
There are a number of questions from students around the same thing. Basically, what's the difference between the courses that are up on Coursera now and that are going to be launched in October? And specifically, one person asked, what's the difference between the Power Electronics Specialization version 1 and version 2?
So we figured out that version 1 has a lot more material in it than our on-campus equivalent course. And so what we're doing is removing that extra material and packaging it into other courses or other specializations. So the version 2 will be 4 courses total, whereas version 1 has 6. So version 2 will be courses 1, 2, 3, and 5 of version 1. And course 4 is going into an all new specialization under development, and that will be available soon. Really a second semester of power electronics. There's a capstone design course that's course 6 in version 1. That will be a standalone course that will be part of the power electronics certificate.
Okay, we only have about 5 minutes left to answer questions, and there are still numerous questions that people have asked. A lot of them are the same or around the same topic, so I'll try and pick some that
representative.
Yeah. Let's see.
Robin, actually, do you mind if we launch the poll right now, so while people are listening to the final questions, they can answer the last poll?
That's great. Thank you. So one person has asked if this degree program is affiliated to the Washington Accord. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, we know. We'd have to look. That's also something I'm not familiar with.
What kind of advising is available to help you structure a degree program in a meaningful way? That would be you, wouldn't it?
Sorry, again, I was reading the poll asking.
What kind of advising is available to help students plan their degree program that works for them?
This, in a large sense, again, we're counting on you yourselves to have foundational strengths, and we're presuming that a lot of you will be full-time workers who know what types of skill sets you're looking for to complement your professional environment. I am available to help you with, in general, if you're not familiar with that yourself, as well as the course facilitators who have experience as well in these fields.
And I would also suggest that if you're not sure, follow a certificate program.
Mm-hmm.
So we've structured the certificate programs to give you a good core of knowledge in the area of that certificate.
Okay, so can I start taking Coursera courses now, or do I need to wait until October?
You can take many of them now of the non-degree version and then begin taking the for-credit degree versions in October.
But you won't be able to take a credit version until the credit version is launched. So, so far everything is non-credit.
So thank you all for your many questions. Fortunately, we weren't able to get to all of them right now during the presentation, but we'll make a frequently asked question list and send that out to all of the participants as well, along with the recording of this presentation. So you'll be able to get all of your questions answered and be able to review the presentation later.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.